Hey everyone. As always, if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. But while I was on the road and stuck up in this hotel room, I figured that I would go through some of the old videos I had on my phone and put together a video for YouTube, kind of addressing some of the things that I talked about in my other videos. So last time that I posted one about the SLA in the front end, I talked to you about doing some work to the upper shock mount. What I ended up doing was installing an aluminum bar that goes between the frame rail and the shock mount to help give myself some more shock travel. What I discovered the last time that I went out on track is that the car never really seemed like it was sprung very well. It was kind of hard to describe. It was kind of lazy on brake. There was no nosedive, which at the time I thought was really great. You know, maybe we had designed the front end really well. But now that I see that it was pretty much riding on the bus stop, so the moment that there was, even 10 pounds of downforce generated, I was going to be riding the bump stop. When I had installed the SLA initially, we put everything together and we thought we didn't need those aluminum spacers based on a couple of reasons that are escaping me right now, but I do know that we specifically said we don't need it. Because of the way it was, I guess we never put our head back up there to check shock travel. But now I've learned my lesson the hard way. So what I ended up doing was taking an aluminum bar, put it in there between the shock mount and the frame rail, which moves my shock mount up. That allowed me to actually install a slightly longer spring, like a 12-inch spring, which is what those shocks were initially designed for. And also a little bit softer because I was balancing out the new springs in the rear and set a little bit of preload on them. And now I have all the suspension travel in the world and the car is sitting just about right. My suspension in the front end, when it was designed and engineered, was set up for about 5 degrees angle up on the control arms to be best suspension geometry. So that's where we did all the modeling off of for the car. And before that, it was sitting pretty low. So I knew I had a lot of adjustments to make in the car to get it sitting where it should be. But man, I'm really excited to drive this car on the track because it already feels significantly better than what it was. So without further ado, just doing a quick time lapse of me taking that aluminum shock bar or the aluminum shock mount bar and place it in between the two. And if you guys have any questions about the SLA, please feel free to hit up my other video or comment, reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Thanks a lot.